So one morning I woke up and I sat on my table. I was wondering what to do in this time. Then I saw all my chess games in the computer and wondered that which could I see. Then I found the game against a 1325 FIDE rated player. That was my best game ever. I had played him in the finest tournaments a year ago. And then I decided that I should show the game to the boy who learns tactics with me every week. So I called him and then the game started. So here I was white and the opponent was black. I started with 1e4. He responded with the Sicilian defense, that is c5. Knight comes out, e6. The main variations d4, pawn takes, knight takes, and here we can see the knight off variation a6. Now why is a6 played? a6 is played to prevent the knight to come here, and when I develop my second knight here, that also can't come here, so therefore it is called knight off variation. So then I continued with c4. c4 is a Maragzi bind position which my sir had taught that we should play c4 in the knight off so as that b5 can't come because we'll kill the pawn. So the opponent continued with queen to c7. My knight came out and knight came here, and now I played a3. So the reason behind I played a3 because I thought somewhere in the game bishop can come here pinning my knight, and then this pawn would hang right here. So I thought that let's defend this square right here, so I played a3. So now my opponent responded with b6 with an idea of taking out this bishop here and then attacking on this pawn like this. So I said okay, I'll develop my pieces. I took out my bishop. Now the bishop came at b7 and now I played f3, a solid move, protecting this pawn like this and also preventing this knight to come here in the entire game. So now my opponent played bishop to e7 so as to castle. I played queen to d2, so I also wanted to castle in the queen side like this. So now my opponent played d6 with an idea of taking out the knight like this here. Okay, I castled, the knight came out, and here I played the stunning move, that is knight to c2. You would think why to retreat a knight if it's in the central square, because in the central square the knight occupies the most square, as I had told in my videos. But the concept of knight to c2 is that I am putting pressure on this pawn. Also, in some point of the game I could come knight here if this pawn advances and attack this pawn with the knight, with the queen and with the rook. Therefore I played knight to c2. My opponent played the obvious move, that is knight to c5, because the idea was only to take out the knight like this. And now I played queen to c2. Now what was my idea with queen to c2? I wanted to play the next move queen to g3 with an attack here on this pawn, not here, and also to put pressure on this pawn also, like this with the queen and the rook. Now my opponent played also. Here if you see, if I had played any other move such as let's develop our bishop like this, then now the first question today, it's black to play and you have to black to play and win. Can you find the tactic right here? Yes. So from here the tactic is black is threatening knight to b3 right here. You can see a fork, as I told in my last video, knight fork. Now I have to move the king like this and this queen is gone. So that was also an idea to defend this queen, and also to defend this queen like this, come here and defend, and also with an idea like this, attacking both the pawns. Now here was the first blunder of my opponent. Here my opponent played a5. Okay, but a5 allows a knight to come here and I played it. Now this is a lovely square for a knight because, and it is also called an outpost. So what is an outpost? Outpost is a place, especially for knights and bishops, a minor piece, where no pawn can threaten it. So here this is an outpost. b5 square is an outpost because there are no pawns here. If there are pawns here, then it would push and threaten my knight. So now this knight can only be kicked with a knight or a bishop, because the rook can't take it because it's a higher value piece, and same with the queen. And here, why this was a blunder? Because I'm getting an outpost, that is okay. But also you can see a knight fork here, because when the queen comes out, you can see now I come to queen to I come with queen to g3. Now you can see there's a knight attacking here, the rook is attacking here, the queen is attacking here, as well as the queen is attacking here. So you can see after at knight to b5, why was this important? Because it is attacking these two pieces with a tempo. It came here with a tempo, so as the queen has to move, and then I'll play queen to g3. So now queen b8, queen g3, e5. Now this is the second question, or I can say the third question to you. Why to play and win? What would you play? Okay, so now you'll be wondering what to play. So if you can see that this is attacked by the knight and the rook, and black had played this pawn like this, so as to cut off this diagonal of the queen. Now there will be many answers like queen captures this, but it's not a good move, because then the rook would come here attacking this queen, then queen has to come here, and somewhat the queen is trapping. So that's not a good move. But here the brilliant move is to take a free pawn, not this, but you can see knight captures d6 as a free pawn, because if bishop captures, you will think that there are two attackers and only one defender. So why it is a free pawn? Because when bishop captures knight, which was done in the game, then now queen captures pawn. Now you can see that there is a spooky little double attack here, like this. If the rook moves, then the knight is gone. If the knight moves, then the rook is gone. So I had played knight captures his pawn, because we also destroy the defender. This is also one tactic, that this is the defender of this knight, and we sacrifice this knight so as the bishop takes, and this defender is gone. When the bishop was here, then it defended, but now it's not here, it's here. So the defender is destroyed. So that is called destroy the defender. Now queen takes the pawn, double attack, and the only way to protect this double attack is king to e7, which was played in my game because the opponent was a very good player, 1325 rated. So why this defense? Both because the king defends the knight and the queen defends the rook. Now I played bishop to g5, one more tactic, pinning this knight, and also the queen is attacking and the bishop is also attacking, so it is double attack. The knight comes here to protect this knight here, and now I played a decent move, knight to e3, with an idea of coming here or here to give check, and because you can see the king, it's somewhere in the middle, so we can give check, and it can be a mating trap. From here the opponent played rook here. So now one more tactic, can you find it? From here white to play and win. Okay, so now you can see our queen is attacked, so you would mostly tell the move is queen to h6, because that's the only square. But I played knight check. This is called in between move. This is also a tactic. This is called in between move, because we know we have to move the queen, but I played one in between move, that is knight check, and king came here. Now exploit the tactics. Last tactic, the fifth tactic, not the last. Can you find why to move and win? Yes, here is the sacrifice. Queen captures the rook. Now from here I played this in the game. This was in the game. Queen captures rook. If this knight, if you will see that the queen is hanging, so if the knight takes the queen, then here is a mate in one. Knight here, and it's a lovely checkmate. These pawns are seeing the squares, this bishop is seeing the squares, and this knight can't be attacked. So this is a lovely checkmate. So the knight can't take our queen. Now if our queen takes our queen, if the queen takes the queen, then here is also a mate in one. Rook takes bishop, and it's a checkmate. Rook is defended by this knight. This square is also defended by this knight, and this square is defended by this pawn. So this is also a lovely checkmate. So black can't take our queen from here. Now here black player, I was thinking that wow, I'm in a so good position and I was relaxed like this. Now my opponent played a good move, very good move, that is bishop to c8, because it blocks this, because I can't exchange the queen because it comes in between, and as well as in the next move it can think of taking, but here is a checkmate. So in some moves it can think of taking, coming the king outside and something. So it was a good move. And from here you can see there's one more tactic which I didn't play because I missed it. But here the sixth question to you, white to play and win. Now here white is so much, +8, you will see the engine, it's +10, +15 like that. So from here it's white to play and win. So if you said the move c5, then it's great, because c5 threatens a checkmate here, not here, checkmate here, because let's say pawn captures pawn, then bishop comes here, check, the king can't go here because the knight will take, king can't come in this file, so the king has no squares to go here. So the only way to defend this mate is the bishop has to come in between. And from here, if you calculate some mate in 3, can you find it? The seventh question, can you find it? Mate in 3. Okay, so the bishop captures the bishop, knight captures bishop, pawn captures knight, the king can't take because of the rook, can't go anywhere like this because all the squares are covered by the pieces. The only move is king captures knight, and from here you can see g4 is a lovely mate. This bishop is protected by the queen, here can't come because of the queen, these all squares are taken by the bishop, also these squares, this pawn is protecting this square and also this. So you can see that how I could have mated the opponent, but because of it was a big event and my queen was hanging right here with a knight, so I thought that let's not go for this, and then I thought with one more tactic, queen captures bishop, because at that time I didn't know that it was so +10, +11. I thought it could be a draw, and it was a great achievement for a draw with a 1350 player. So I take the bishop, the queen takes, and here came rook check. You can see the rook is defended by the knight and all the squares are packed like the last moment. This all are packed. The only move is queen captures rook, and from here can you find a draw? Yes. So from here knight g7 check, king above, knight comes back, and with this is a 3-fold repetition and it's a draw. Now you will ask that why here the king can't go back. Here it can't go because knight captures and it's a knight fork. It's a game of tactics, all tactics would come here. Then if here, then you can see knight captures this is hanging, and we can take this bishop, and also if you count the pieces, all the pieces, minor pieces, major pieces are equal, but if you see the pawns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 pawn advantage is so much good for white. So king can't come here, and same with here, knight capture queen and knight fork here, losing one of the pawns, and with this we would win. So we had to do repetition, and like this it was a draw. Unfortunately I was winning, but it ended in a draw. But if you had noticed, there are so many tactics in the game that you can give someone this game and tell, can you find the tactic? So with this, the boy loved this game, and also he told that in the future, remember, I'll also play such games, and not a draw, but I'll go for the win and show you that game. So I expect this from all of you. Till then, stay safe and play chess. Goodbye.